Welcome to ThReviews, the podcast where three brothers, Thane,
Garrett.
And Gaucho. That's
that's
us.
us,
That's us.
review,
Shit.
that's us, review a variety of products, feelings, experiences, and senses. Two of us know what they're reviewing, one doesn't, but he has to play along and give his honest review, then guess what we've been reviewing at the end of the episode.
Who will it be?
Who will it be this week?
Is it me this week?
Wait,
Is it me this week?
I don't know.
Is it Gaucho
who
this
is it?
week?
Oh,
You
shit.
gotta
We all
wait
know.
and find
We all
out.
know who it is.
We know. You don't.
No, I do.
You don't.
But I can't say that it ruins the surprise.
We
You
know.
ruined the surprise. We know. All right, let's get right into it then. Let's get this shit popping.
All right.
Let's get some highlights. What do you say?
I say.
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
Highlights. How do highlights work again?
Highlights are so.
Dude, just highlight it.
Highlights are just things that are key elements or aspects of the thing that we're reviewing. So whether it's a good thing that you like, things that are bad but are important to note, whatever it may be, this is our highlight section.
My highlights are just, I think it's universally recognizable and just, it's just whimsical in a way that you don't see out in the world with everything, but there's just an energy of whimsy with this thing. I think that's a big highlight of it.
Good highlight. Thane, do you want to go? You want me to go?
You can go.
Do we have a structure for this? I guess it doesn't matter. Well,
The structure is we just wait until someone talks, and then I edit out the pauses to make it seem like we know what we're doing.
Nice.
Highlight. This is just the best because you could be having a really not good day, and then you see one of these, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I could be having a better day now," and then you do, and that's the shit right there. That's the only highlight that you'll need.
Yeah, a lot of good whimsy. Just see them out there and they brighten your day. I'm going to highlight the design. I think that its design is really, you can't miss. It's a very solid, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of design. It's been around for, a really long time in several different forms. And I think that it has worked really well. And the design is pretty good.
Hell
And really,
yeah.
and primarily memorable,
That's true.
Absolutely. I have some questions for the two of you.
Okay.
You have a question for us?
When do you think this product was invented?
Ooh.
Hands off keyboards.
1981.
Yeah, definitely post World War II.
post World
I'm
War
gonna say
II?
a little earlier. I'm gonna say the 70s, like mid 70s, but about that same time frame.
I think
Mid
that
70s.
I have no idea. I think that if it was invented before World War II and these were a part of World War II, that probably would have made it a much easier going situation.
I don't know how much of a difference it would actually make,
And
but
make them smile, make the soldiers
maybe
smile.
put some smiles on some faces. Do I answer my own question?
Yes, I think we
Okay.
decided that last week.
My guess is the Summer Olympics of 1996.
Oh, so you did Google it? You looked it up,
No, it's just a guess.
and it was
Okay.
okay.
That's my question. Do you guys have any questions for us?
I got a question for the two of you. Have you ever, either of you, owned one of these, or will you ever own one of these?
I personally have not owned one, um, but I do in the future. Not that I plan on owning one, but I like to keep my horizons broad and keep options open, and I wouldn't be opposed to owning one for sure.
Okay.
It would be very fun to have one. I do not own one, and it's a strong maybe of if I own one in the future. They're not the cheapest. If you get a real like a real authentic one, you can get kind of smaller, kind of knockoff versions, but the real deal can be a little pricey, but not outside the realm of a impulse purchase as a bit.
It has a bit.
I think I will. I hope I own one day. I never have, but if I'm fortunate enough to have the opportunity to purchase or get one, I will absolutely, because that would be super fucking
Spoiler alert: we're talking about owning a home.
rad.
Homes were
Homes were invented in the Summer Olympics, 1996.
prehistoric men living in caves. That did not count. Huts that didn't count.
Castles,
Even
fuck you.
castles are castles. They're not homes. They're castles.
After the Second World War, we were like, oh, we should build somewhere to live and like keep all our shit.
All the soldiers came back from war and they were like, they gotta have something to fill with all their stuff and children before they start putting stuff and children into storage units.
Because that's what it was before. Everyone just had their storage units, and then they just kind of wander around in common areas.
In common areas and just like trade and barter.
And they didn't even have Dave and Buster's back then, which is crazy to think about.
I think they
Didn't
did.
even have-
I think that came
in 1996 or post World War II, because
I think the Neanderthals were still around when we had Dave and Buster's.
You talking about Gaucho? Right on. Okay, I've got a question for you two. No, do you guys when you envision having this in the future, do you guys think that you will get more use out of it around the house, which is like indoors, outdoors, but just like on your property, or is it something that will be that you'll use away from home?
At home, I can't really think of the opportunity to take this out and about. But if I got that opportunity, I'd sure as shit take it, because that'd be rad, and people would be like, "Really cool, man. I love it." I think so, but probably around the house.
Yeah, I think around the house, but then also, I had never considered this before, but it would be a really good way to designate a campground if you're like away from cell service and you're coming in separate groups at different times in cars, it would be a really good way to kind of like act as a banner, as like, oh, I can tell where my people are at by just having this thing there.
That's a
Yeah,
good
for
point.
sure.
I hadn't thought of that.
Also, it would be really fun to use in a dark and misty wooded area while teenagers are kind of having like a coming of age weekend where maybe spring break, and they're just kind of out there to just kind of have it in the woods for them to come across. That would be a really good use of it.
Do you think that it would make them feel more comfortable or more scared?
I think it's sixes, man. I think both. I think that some of
Yeah.
them would be like, oh, a little comedic relief, little like, oh no, this is a good time now, and then the others would be like, well, I just unlocked a new fear.
Can I add a second part to my answer?
Yeah, you can.
I think I would.
You
Hmm?
you can, but you have to Venmo us each $15,
I don't
or
have.
just me.
I don't have that kind of money, man. What do you think I'm walking around with $30 on me? You're
You got that
crazy.
podcast money. Sponsors are rolling
Yeah.
in the big dough.
That's true.
We've had 3 episodes and each one has been sponsored.
That's a good point. Yeah. No, my point I wanted to add on is indoor or outdoor use. I think that I would generally use it outdoors, but using it indoors would be super sick. And I don't think anybody's ever done that before. Maybe, but like in a house, probably not. And that would be awesome. So I would definitely do that given the opportunity.
I'll say this would pair well with the 12-foot skeletons from Home Depot as well.
Oh, yes.
I would say they're complementary.
I think that putting it out in the woods, that'd be good and fun use of it outdoors, outside. But I think that I would primarily use this on my property. Um, yeah, just kind of keep it simple.
If you
If I
had
had
to,
the property.
well, if you could ever afford a house, if you had to use it somewhere off of your property and just out in the world, where would you use it besides the Summer Olympics of 1996?
Probably out in front of work. Yeah, I mean that's somewhere that I'd probably see it almost every day. And then people that are driving past would also see it and they'd be like, oh, there it is, and then it makes me think of, I even write my name on it so people know that it's mine, and they can be like, oh, there's Thane's, there it is, it's Thane's and it's there.
You gotta write your name on them for sure.
Solid questions, guys. All right, do we want to go into an ad break?
I'm good with that.
I could go for an ad break.
Right on. Today, our episode is sponsored by Wikipedia. Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, is a free online encyclopedia that anyone can edit, and millions already have. Wikipedia's purpose is to benefit readers. And this is just actually, I'm just reading it straight from Wikipedia's page. They said, I was like, can I have a script? And they said, just look up us on Wikipedia. And so it's Wikipedia's purpose is to benefit readers by presenting information on all branches of knowledge. And so, I mean, really, I use Wikipedia pretty frequently, almost every single day, I'd say. If there's like some serial killer I want to read more about, or if I want to learn about, Schrodinger's cat, I learned some fun things about that today. And so, just if ever there's any information that I am lacking, I like to go to Wikipedia.
Hell yeah!
I love Wikipedia. I also use it almost every single day, and I'm super stoked that they wanted to sponsor us. I am confused why every time I use it, they're asking me for money, but then they're giving us money to sponsor our podcast. A little confusing. Not mad. I love Wikipedia. Um, It's
Oh,
got everything.
on that note, they are actually not paying us. I signed I checked the box and said, yeah, let's do this before I really read all the way through it because it's Wikipedia. We have to pay them $2.75 to air this ad.
Total or each?
It didn't specify. It's just kind of out of the goodness of your heart, you know.
$2.75 is kind of a lot, man.
But it's okay because Cowboy Hats gave us $5.
Ooh.
I had a planned contribution to this ad, which was Wikipedia has the random article feature where you can just click on it and it'll give you a random article. And I was like, I'll just do that and then just give a little bit of info about whatever it pulls up. And I've done it like maybe 20 times since we started this ad read, and none of them are things that I can pronounce.
You should try it.
Okay, here's one. Wikipedia is a great resource if you're trying to learn about the Dendrochirus biocelatus, or the two-spot turkeyfish. This guy's got a lot of names. Two-spot turkeyfish, twin-spot lionfish, two-eyed lionfish, or ocellated lionfish. And it's a species of marine rayfin fish belonging to the family Scorpaenidae.
It's odd that they specified 2 eyes because I feel like that's a kind of a normal amount of eyes to be having.
Two-eyed lionfish.
Like,
the normal
like,
lionfishes only have
weird.
one eye?
No, lionfish have, I think they have 2 eyes.
I got no fucking idea.
I wish I had a resource to figure out if lionfish had 2 eyes.
Hey,
let me just type
I'll
in
tell you
lionfish to Wikipedia.
I'm not going to tell you anymore because you figured it out.
Holy shit, Wikipedia is a good resource.
While you're looking that up, the random article that I got is on Nasirabad Borajerd, a village in Hematabad Rural District in the Central District of Borajerd County, Loristan Province, Iran. In 2016, its population was 211. That's pretty small.
That is really small. Where do you get the random article?
If you're on the Wikipedia page, go to the hamburger menu in the top left corner, and then it's one of the drop-down options.
Hamburger menu.
Hamburger menu?
It's the menu that's got the 3 lines that are horizontal.
I'm still reading about
hamburger.
About lionfish. Turns out that they were also invented and unveiled at the 1996 Summer Olympics. That is such a fun coincidence.
At that time, did they have 2 eyes? Or are you not
they did. They've lost one of them since then. But they did.
All of them are just the one that you got your hands on.
Another really cool thing is that they can live from 5 to 15 years, and they have complex courtship and mating behaviors. So that the dating world is diverse and complicated.
More complicated if you've got one eye after a run-in with Garrett.
It would probably be probably it's so complicated because there'd be a tricky vetting process to make sure you're not related, because females frequently release 2 mucus-filled egg clusters, which can contain as many as 15,000 eggs.
Do all of those eggs become fish? Or do they
only the one-eyed ones?
Because just the one-eyed fishes? Because I know that there's snails. Snails will, when their eggs hatch, I don't know if they eat their own shell, but they start eating the unhatched eggs of the clutch that they're in. I don't know if that's all snails, but I can look it up on Wikipedia.
I support that energy to just I'm awake, I'm alive, I don't know what an egg is, I'm hungry, this shit looks like food, and you just start munching. Can't blame them.
I'm getting really stupid random articles.
So
Leo Zogmeyer?
Leo Zogmare.
Leo Zogmare, was he the guy in Disenchantment?
No. But maybe. He's just some guy that knows some things, went to some schools and shit. Who cares?
Was
What
he
did
an
he do?
outfielder for the Philadelphia Phillies?
What?
No, that
No,
was
he
Keith
was.
Miller. Thanks, Wikipedia.
Guess again, that was Keith Miller.
What a resource.
Was he a part of the 2016 to 2017 Providence Friars men's basketball team? Because I can tell you all about that.
He might have been, but I'll tell you one thing. Luis Mosquera was a footballer born in 1964, and he wasn't. He was an Ecuadorian footballer.
Hey,
and I know that now.
When was World War II?
I think it was I think it started at the Summer Olympics of 1996.
World War II was from 1939 to 1945.
Oh, okay. So the English women's cricket team in Australia and New Zealand in 1934 through 1935 was before World War II.
Just before. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's all the Wikipedia for me for today.
Oh, shoot. You know what? I'm just reading this in the clause of the ad. It says that our sponsorship is invalidated if we can't pronounce more than 2 random articles on their page in the ad read. So I guess we don't have to pay them, but you still should. But we don't have to, but you should.
I think that means our listeners have to pay us to make up for us not getting to pay Wikipedia.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this,
subscribe to our Patreon.
I think it's fair. Which we will definitely have up and running by the time this airs in a month. And and give us money so we can give it to Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is running a campaign to buy replacement eyes for all of the lionfish that were born since 1996 Summer Olympics till now.
Which is a lot. Because you've gotten your hands on quite a few.
I've seen some prototypes. They're just straight up googly eyes, but they have really strong adhesive so they can stay on underwater.
That's cool. That sounds pretty humane. That they're getting put on with adhesives and not something worse like a needle.
Do they bump
like a needle, or just like a staple gun?
Lionfish are not that big. They're like yay big.
I think a staple gun might kill that. Something that big.
He said they were yay big. That's pretty big. I always thought they were more like a yee big.
So when I first heard about them, 2 minutes ago, I thought that they were big, and then you were kind of talking more about them, and I was like, oh, those are probably yee big, but I looked up a scale and they're yay big.
Oh,
I think they used to be yar big before the dinosaurs. before the dinosaurs, because after the dinosaurs left, the dinosaurs being the stores that you would buy the dinosaur eggs from
for breakfast.
Yeah, you would go in the morning and you'd be like, I would like an egg-filled mucus sack containing approximately 15,000 dinosaurs in it.
Make sure you check out our Dinosaurs booth at the summer 1996 Olympics.
We can edit this part out, but Dinosaurs actually did offer to sponsor us. So if we want to plug them in a future episode, that would be good. They're trying to make a comeback,
We'll
but
They've been gone a while.
yeah, they ran out of dinosaurs. Or
Dinosaurs ran out of dinosaurs.
They ran out of dino stock of their dinosaurs.
Not the dinosaur.
Man, they were around for a while. They had a dynasty. I gotcha. That's good enough for me. Okay, let's get back to the main feature. We are going to go into rating this product and assigning it a number. We use a 15-point scale where we can each award up to 5 points. If the total between the three of us is over 10, it is a gold rated product. 0 to 5 is a trash product. 6 to 10 is a silver star. And 11 to 15 is a gold rated product. You can award 1 point for each of these. Ease of use, accessibility, aesthetics, ethics and morals, and yes or no.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You want me to start?
You can start, or yeah, whatever.
Okay. One, ease of use. I have no fucking clue. I've never used this ever. So I'm gonna give it a point. Because I can't imagine that it's that difficult. Accessibility. I don't know because I could probably steal one really easily. I don't think it would take me more than I could probably find one within 10 minutes of leaving my house and steal it within 30 seconds. Probably really easy.
Which, listeners, we condone that behavior.
Yeah, it's okay to steal from people. That's fine.
Not only is it okay, you should.
It's a family bonding.
I'm surprised you're listening to the podcast and not stealing from people right now. You should get out there and get to work.
Yeah, this should be the soundtrack to thievery.
Aesthetics, I am gonna give it a point. I wish I could give it like 5 points just for aesthetics, because oh my goodness, ooh, oh baby, yes, please. Ethics and morals, I don't know, because do they have a soul? Is there a soul involved? I don't know, but they sure look happy. So I'm gonna give it a point. And yes or no, yes. So I'm gonna give that a point. I'm actually gonna take away the ease of use point because I have no clue. They could be pretty difficult. I don't know. So 4 out of 5 for me.
I can give my ratings. Ease of use, for me personally. Yeah, I could look it up on Wikipedia, and it probably would just tell me. Well, let me see real quick. Yeah, pretty easy to use, pretty easy to set up. Accessibility, yeah, I see them all around. I'll give it a point for that as well. Aesthetics, it kind of depends, each man is an island. Every man is an island, and each island is like his own. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I will say, yeah, there's a lot of variety. Give it a point for that. Ethics and morals. I'm not going to give it a point for that just because I don't want to. And yes or no, I say no. So I'm going to say 3 points.
Ooh.
Very cool.
We're at 7 points.
7 points so far. We're going to skyrocket this to gold because ease of use, I'm going to say yes. As far as I can tell, you just flip a switch and set it on the ground and maybe tie it down or maybe you have, I think you just got to
What's Wikipedia telling you?
Yeah, so Wikipedia just said, yeah, you set it down, stake it, and flip the switch in it, and it'll go.
Stake it, but not through the heart.
No, no, because then it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it also doesn't have a heart. Ease of use, I'm still gonna say yes. Accessibility, yes, you can just straight up buy these things online or probably in some stores. There's probably an emporium with some wacky doodads where you could get this from at a brick and mortar location, but I looked it up and you can just buy this shit. Aesthetics, absolutely. Wish I could give it more points there. Ethics and morals, I'm gonna follow suit and just that's not gonna get a point. If it was immoral, I'll give it a point. I'd say it's neutral, but it's more good than bad. Yes or no, that's a point. That's a full 5 for me.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. That takes us to what, 13?
12.
12.
But you were close. You were really close.
Oh shit, you're right. I tried to do D&D math, and I should have just stuck with normal math.
D&D math is a lot trickier.
Yeah.
All right, so gold rated product.
Gold rated and honestly, well deserving. I think that they should be that. Maybe I should have been a little more lenient with them, but you know.
Oh, shit, it's been a good 28 years.
Since the Summer Olympics 1996.
Yes, sir.
Which is
here.
actually where Thane was born.
That's true.
Nope.
What?
I was born in the Summer Olympics of 1995.
Do they have
Back
Summer
then.
Olympics every year?
When I was born, they were doing it.
Most
okay.
years.
Most years they do Summer Olympics, but Winter Olympics is only in Salt Lake every 25 years.
What?
All right, so now we'll come to the point in our episode where we reveal the person who did not know. And this week...
It was me.
No, it was me.
You too? Oh, boy. Are we,
What?
Every week we're going to do this, Joe?
Every single episode.
Right on. Yeah, no, it was actually me. I was the one that did not know. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give my guess. Is it the Wacky Inflatable Flailing Arms?
How the fuck?
Yes.
How did you do that? Did you look up what cool shit was unveiled at the 1996 Summer Olympics? Did I bring that up too many times?
I was about to Google it, but I was like, I'm not going to. I'm just going to see what happens. Right at first, when you said whimsical, I was like, oh, it's a cat, obviously. And then, what was it that tipped me off? I can't remember what tipped me off.
The imagery of seeing it in a dark, foggy forest.
Dark, foggy forest. I kind of when you mentioned that, I was thinking like inflatable lawn decorations, because you were like, oh, it could be next to a 12-foot skeleton or something, and I was like, oh, it's an inflatable Santa or something, and then you were like, yeah, you can go out and they'll just be around, and
Did having to stake it
you
down, did that tip it off?
I think that is kind of what finally did it for me. Yeah.
Wait, did you know when you said you'd put it outside of work?
No. I was still thinking. I was kind of thinking inflatable Santa thing or something, like a seasonal decoration.
But then you put your name on it.
I thought you knew by that point.
Put my name on
it. They were originally called the Tall Boy, which I think is a really fun name. But they've also gone by
That's pretty
Inflatable
fitting.
Man, Air Dancer, Sky Dancer, or Tube Man.
What was your original? Garrett came up with this. What was your original idea for this? It was like an interpretive dance.
Oh yeah, like a Broadway level production of an interpretive dance performed just by inflatable tube men.
That would be, and that was what you were going to review.
That was what we were going to review.
I thought it was too complicated. My brain, I heard him say it and didn't really know what the fuck that meant. So I was like, what if we just do the tube men?
What if we just do the tube men? I would not have got that because I barely got wacky inflatable flailing arms, guys.
Hey, but you did get it.
But I did get it.
And for the listeners out there, something to look forward to with this podcast and to stick with us is that we will get increasingly more and more convoluted and fucked. just make life miserable for whoever's guessing.
We've started off with some nice softball underhand work league type pitches. We're gonna be throwing fastballs before too long. Hopefully.
So buckle your balls and get on board, bitch.
Hey, that's our sign off now.
That's our sign off. Buckle your balls and get on board, bitch.
Oh, fantastic.
Excellent.
From all of us here, thank you so much for listening and tuning in.
Come back next time for ThReviews.
Shout out to Wikipedia. Maybe that'll be my project for the next week, is adding more to the Wikipedia article for Tube Man, because it is very short. It's like, this is who made it, here's a few names, this is when it was made, and like a third of the article is talking about Al Harrington and Al Harrington's wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man emporium and warehouse from Family Guy.
I'm gonna spend the next week adding dino stores to Wikipedia because it's not on there.
Well, if that'll get some more attention, and then dino stores can make a comeback, and hopefully their profits dinosaur.
Full circle. I love it. Okay. Oh, thanks, and everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
What gives? You had to sum up what this product is.
What would you say? The name of this product. No,